Good morning. We are ready to make a couple of smoothies this morning. One for me, one for Lissa, and today is going to be the Green Apple Detox Smoothie. So what we have here is we've got a couple of green apples, we have a lemon, a couple of dates, some chia seeds, we've got some kale. You could use kale or spinach for this smoothie, but we've got some kale. I'm going to be putting some purple kale in there as well as some green kale, and we're going to put some cucumber and some celery in here as well. Now, this one here, the recipe, I put water or tea. I didn't make any tea. It's best, what we like to do is do like a cold brew tea and have it, brew overnight. So I didn't do any tea, but we're just going to do some water in this one. So, first things first, morning. Hopefully you're having a good morning or a good evening wherever you are. And yes, so what we're going to start with is 1 cup of water. And I'm going to actually double this. So we'll put a couple of cups of water in here. Let me just grab this water. All right. So we've got 2 cups of water here. And then we will start with, let's get the lemon juice in there. So we'll get a little lemon juice, and I just use this little squeezer, and it just goes right into a wide mouth mason jar, which is really nice. So a little lemon juice. Hey, good morning, good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, if you guys have any questions too, type them in the chat here. Hey, good morning, good morning. All right, so, yes, so what we'll do here is put the lemon juice in next. It's always best to start with the liquids in your blender first. Let's see if I can kind of get this in here a little bit, you can see. Okay, and then the kale, what I like to do for the kale is just grab the stalk and then just pull the kale right off of the stalk. It kind of comes off pretty easily. So we'll throw our kale in there. What I like when they're long like this is just to be like, see that? It's kind of cool. This one here is like, we need to use this kale. It's starting to kind of limp out on us a little bit. So when it's like that, sometimes it can be a little trickier to just swipe right off. Now, of course, if you have a juicer, you can always juice your kale stalks, which is really cool. Hey, good morning, morning. Good to see you guys. All right, so we're gonna stuff a bunch of kale in here, and we'll kind of squish that down there. Then next, let's get our celery going. Just gonna cut off just the tips here, and then just to kind of help the blender out a little bit, I'll just cut it up into a couple of smaller chunks. Whoop, get in there. Now for the cucumber, I have a conventional cucumber here, right? So it's not an English cucumber. English cucumber comes in the plastic. And what's cool with the English cucumber is they don't use wax on the cucumber. But most cucumbers have wax on there because, it's to protect it, and it's an edible wax. But it's best just to peel it. I just like to peel it. I don't really like the wax on there. Just the idea of it kind of, I don't know, messes with me sometimes. So I just peel the conventional cucumbers, but most of the time what we'll try to do is we'll try to get the English cucumbers. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So just peel it. There we go. Now, same thing. What you do is just cut it up into some smaller chunks. And this kind of helps the blender a little bit, rather than having to devour a whole cucumber. And this is going to add a lot of water to the smoothie. And of course, give it that nice. This is going to be a real good green smoothie today. All right, and then next, what we're going to do is we're going to take, we could take a core, right, an apple core, and we could core the apple. It's kind of nice because it already cuts it up into the smaller chunks. Now, apples also have wax on them. It's edible wax, but a lot of times I will like to just peel the apple, even though I know there's nutrients in the skin. That's what I love about this little core, is it just pops it right out like that. So we're gonna throw 2 green apples into this smoothie. 2 green apples. And then what we'll add in last is the chia seed and the dates. If I can get this to go in here. Sometimes they can be kind of stiff to get that core in there. All right, so we're gonna stuff our apples in there, and I'm gonna add just a smidge more water. Just a little more water. Now we're gonna have quite a bit of water in there from the apples and the cucumber and the celery. So that adds quite a bit there. So yeah, this recipe, you guys, is, if we were to bust out and actually go into the calorie count, it's kind of a lower calorie. It's 410 calories, right around there. It could be around 255 if you're not using the chia seed, and maybe you don't want the dates in there. Yeah, so pretty good though, pretty good amount. So for the chia seed, it's a tablespoon of chia seed. So we'll just throw the tablespoon in there. And now, what we'll do is we will blend this up. Of course, it's always best to have a lid for your blender before you blend it. And this one here, normally what we'll do is we will vacuum blend. And if you're not familiar with vacuum blending, is basically you're sucking out all the air that's in the carafe. But I'm not going to vacuum blend this one this morning. We're just going to give it a go. Look at this deliciousness right here. Good green smoothie. And I figure tomorrow what we could do is we could do a smoothie that requires some milk, and make some milk, maybe some hemp milk or something. And I'll show you guys how we do that. But there we go, just like that. Super quick. As you see, we've been live here for maybe 8 minutes, right? The smoothie's done. A lot of really good stuff in this smoothie. Now, why this smoothie works as a detox is the green apple is, of course, a great source of sweetness. It's got a lot of fiber. It helps increase the digestive system and supports healthy digestion. And then the kale is super rich in chlorophyll and provides antioxidants that combat free radicals and promote detoxification. Then the celery acts as a natural diuretic, helping to flush out the toxins and excess fluids. And then the lemon juice aids in alkalizing in the body and supporting liver detoxification, as well as it's got the good vitamin C content. Chia seeds offer fiber to support regularity and omega-3 fatty acids to help reduce inflammation. Then the green tea, which we didn't use this morning, adds an extra dose of antioxidants to improve the detoxification and metabolism. So those are the notes that I have in the book. And this book here, this is my smoothie solution book that is in the bundle right now. So if you haven't checked out the bundle, be sure to go up here, go to my bio, tap the link in the bio, go check out the bundle, see all the good stuff that's in there. There's all kinds of stuff in there. And this is day 3 of the smoothie challenge. And this one here, this is a good one. And what I love about this one is it's so fibrous that it makes you chew it, which chewing your smoothies is a really good way to go because you start to activate the amylase in the saliva, which helps break down what is in the smoothie even more when you're chewing, because chewing is just naturally releasing those saliva power and helps us digest. So yeah, let me go back here and see what you guys are saying. Super hard. Oh. Yeah, apple skins. I didn't exactly, just like Cassandra said here, I didn't include the kale stalks because it is pretty fibrous and they blend up decently, but I don't know, typically I just leave those out. You could definitely leave the kale stalks in, I mean, might as well, right? Like if you're into that. But I find that it's just a bit more, I don't know, hearty, I guess you could say, when I leave them in there, so I just take them out. Yes, yes. Try this out. Try this out. It'll be so good. I'm glad that you're going to try. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow, okay, we'll make some hemp milk. Yes, so the recipe after this, I'll put it in the caption, but if you're still here, the recipe is 2 apples, 300 grams, comes out to about 155 calories. We've got 1 cup of kale, 21 grams, which we didn't weigh the stuff. This is just kind of like a good thing to go off of. If you're just starting out and you don't really know how to make a smoothie, then you kind of get an idea after you make a few, like, oh, that's cool, just a handful of spinach or a handful of kale. So it's basically 20 calories for the kale. If you use spinach, it's less calories, like 7 calories if you use the 1 cup. So, and then we have 1 stalk of celery, 17 grams, 3 calories. 1 small cucumber, 216 grams or 30 calories, and 30 calories. And then 1 lemon, juiced, 48 grams, 11 calories. A tablespoon of chia seeds, 10 grams, 48 calories. And 1 cup of water, which we did that this morning, or green tea, could be about 245 grams, maybe 2 calories. Now I didn't put ice cubes in this morning, and it would have been really good with some ice cubes. And you can always like toss some ice in. I mean, some people like to have their smoothies a little cold, and this one here would have been really nice with some ice. And then we have 2 dates. So just to kind of recap real quick, 2 apples, some kale, some celery, some cucumber, lemon, chia seed, and dates. So pretty simple and really quick. And the breakdown is that we've got 6% protein in here, 84% carbs, and 10% fat. Now if you were to omit the chia seeds, it's going to drop that fat down. But it adds pretty nice, we're getting our omega-3s in there, and it kind of gels up a little bit so it's a little thicker, which makes you want to chew. So that's the recipe, and I will put that in the caption of today's live. So yes, so that's that. We've got one for Lissa over here. I've got mine, and of course you want to rinse your carafe out right away. Here, let me grab you guys real quick, and we'll set you up over here. I'll grab another little tripod, and just to show you how I like to wash the carafe right away. Let me see if I can get this down here. There we go. Look, you're gonna get some sink action. So if you do it right away, this is what I do. I just rinse it, just like raw vegetables and fruit. You don't really need to use any soap, but if you wanted to, you can grab your rag, put a little soap on there, and then give your carafe a wipe. Normally I don't, because if you wash it out right away, it's so clean. But I know some of you might want to use some soap, but that's nice right there. And then you're ready for the next round. Ready for the next round. All right, there we go. Yeah, totally. Use your sprayer. I know the sprayer works really good. There we go, you guys. Green smoothie. Day 3. And tomorrow I'll pick out one that is requiring us to make some hemp milk. And in the book, I have some recipes on how to make hemp milk, oat milk, cashew milk, almond milk. I think maybe even some walnut milk, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, of course, it's kind of nice to make your own milks because it's fresh, it's delicious, there's no additives or anything. So yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll do one with some hemp milk. Yeah, Cassandra says, I only wash with soap when I make soups with spices and garlic, but never for smoothies and ice cream. I know, right? It's like kind of unnecessary. But yeah, definitely good point. When you're using some of those aromatics, it's nice to be able to kind of scrub it down a little bit with some soap so it doesn't have that kind of oniony residue. So yeah, I know these ones here, they're pretty dang hearty. And like I said, it really entices you to want to chew. So what we used in the blender today was day 3 of the smoothie challenge. So there's a bundle going on right now, and the bundle is a collaboration of all kinds of really amazing books and products, courses, and events. People record certain events and they put them in the bundle, right? So everybody contributes something to the bundle, and my contribution to the bundle, both Liz and I have actually 8 things in the bundle. But this is one of the new things that I created for this bundle. It's called the Smoothie Solution. So I figured I would just do a smoothie challenge, 10-day challenge, because the bundle's 10 days long, and we'll just make a smoothie every single day for the 10 days. So this morning, what we did was we put some apples, some kale, some celery, some cucumber, some dates, some chia seeds in the blender, blended it up with some water and some lemon juice. So that's what's in right here. It's a nice thick one. Yeah, hopefully you get to make these, and be sure to go check out the bundle. There's a lot of really cool lives going on every single day, and there's some really amazing stuff in there. It's like over 83 products, and a lot of people have created some really amazing things to put in there this year. All the bundles are really, really amazing in so many ways. Hey, Jennifer Diamond, good to see you. Hey, we gotta plan our live together. I was meaning to get back to you, so I was gonna get back to you this morning. So yeah, let's plan a live together. Jennifer Diamond, Diamond Girl in here. She is also another one of the contributors to the bundle, and she has a book in there. I believe it's called Give Plants a Chance, I wanna say. I have to go in here and look. There's so many things. Sometimes it can be kind of tricky to remember what everybody contributed. And what I like to do is I like to download everything right away. And Jennifer Diamond, yeah, Give Plants a Chance. I know, I'm excited to check that one out. So what I like to do is I like to download everything and put it in a file. And then I go through everything that I've downloaded, and I put the stuff that I really want to, tap into another file. So then I have, maybe like the main bundle folder download for 2025, the vegan health bundle. Put it all into that one folder, and then I make a separate folder for the stuff that I really want to go check out first and foremost, because sometimes it can be kind of overwhelming. There's so many things. Yeah, that's Jennifer's cookbook. So yeah, check out the bundle. Go to the link here. Just tap up there, goes to my bio, tap the link in my bio, and then you can go to that, lead you to the website, and then up in the upper right-hand corner, You can see all the lives that are going on every single day. Alyssa's going live like 5 times today. So it's a really cool event, like a lot of people going live together and talking about all kinds of stuff. You know, what clicked for them, you know, why choose plants over, you know, say, you know, processed food or animal products. So it's really, really cool to check out. And then kale, apples, celery, cucumber, chia seeds. Yeah, and what I'll do is after this live, I will put the recipe, the full recipe of today. I'm just basically going to be copy pasting directly out of my book and put that in the caption so you get the full recipe that's in the book. So if you tune in, then you get 10 free recipes this week that are in the book, and the book has the smoothie solution. I have over 45 recipes in there. There's even a sprout guide in there so you can get going on making some sprouts. That was another thing that I was wanting to do. We actually have some new sprouting kits, and we can start some fresh sprouts together. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. We'll see how stuff goes, but I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to make some sprouts, to get some sprouts going. Yeah, Jennifer says the bundle is so amazing. Yeah, you gotta check out the bundle. It's so awesome. There's so much going on. Yeah, and Lissa is going to be going live on IG, on Instagram here, and I don't think that she's going to be doing any lives on YouTube necessarily. Cassandra says, do you still use Monat? I still have the Monat, but what I've been using this past year is Morocco Method, and it's a really great shampoo and conditioner. There's no like foaming agents in it, so it took a little while to get used to because you put it in your hair and it's not foaming, so you're like, gee, I have enough in there, but I love it because it's raw, it's vegan, and I've really been pleased with switching to that. And so I still have some of the Monat, but the Morocco Method is excellent stuff. What do you say? Oh, you tried it and you hated it. Yeah, I know some people don't really like it, and we just had a bunch, so we were just trying to use it up. Yeah. I need a tour. Melanie says here, I need a tour of your lovely spice rack. Let's go check it out. So this spice rack, I built this for Lissa when we first got together, because she has so many amazing spices. These are all from the Silk Road from Canada. And of course it's really cool because they have their branding, right? So it looks really nice. And it is so awesome to be able to have so many really amazing spices. And of course we have more spices than these, but this is it's a lot nicer to be able to display it this way than it is just kind of like tapping into a cupboard, and we had them stacked on each other in a cupboard and stuff. But I know I really love the spice rack, and we have so many different spices in here, and with her being the recipe creator that she is, this is definitely a key piece of gear in a lot of ways. I noticed that my smoothie is settling, and smoothies do settle and they do separate, right, a little bit. So you can just take a spoon or a straw and just give it a stir it back up, and then you're good to go. You know, so don't be scared if it separates. Just give it a stir. I know some of you are smoothie pros, but I have had people be like, "How do you make a smoothie?" So I'm like, "Wow, people don't even really know how to make a smoothie." So that's why I wanted to do this 10-day challenge. Plus, you know, kind of force myself to go live and show you guys a little bit of what's going on in the book. Pump the bundle. Go check it out if you haven't done it. This year, it's like, I think it's definitely over $5,400 worth of content, and it's $49. You get it all. Download it. You have a year to download everything, and then you have everything forever, which is really cool. Cassandra says, yeah, but I want to try a Morocco Method. Maybe I'll try it. Yeah, give it a try. Like I said, it does take a little bit of getting used to because you can't really feel that if you've got it in there all the way. What I'll do is I'll get my hands, kind of like, prayer hands, both, like hand on each side, and just kind of scoop it in, and then I'll just scrunch it and just make sure it's scrunched in there because there's no foam. So, you know, normal shampoos are like foaming up and you're like, oh, I've got shampoo everywhere. You can't feel it like that. But I love it. I really love it. It's a really good shampoo. I feel like I'll just stick with it. Travel On Now said, thank you, glad to catch you. Are you having tips on sproutings in the bundle? I really need help. Ooh. Well, let's help you. Whatever you need help with, you could send me a DM and we can do some voice messages back and forth. We can send some pictures back and forth and we can help you. Sprouting is so fun, so easy. I've got the jars over here full. Lisa actually has a bunch of stuff going on right now. We're sprouting some chickpeas. We've got some rice we're blooming. And what we could do is, tomorrow we'll be making the hemp milk, and that doesn't take too long. Maybe tomorrow what we could do is I could grab a couple things that we could set up. We'll have the stuff out of those jars. I actually have some other sprouting jars. It'd be cool to get some sprouts going, but it's so simple, so simple. Yeah, so definitely would like to help you. Just send me a message. The Monat made your hair feel awful. Yeah, I know. I can't even really remember how my hair felt when I was using the Monat. I wasn't necessarily too partial to it, but I definitely love the Morocco method. Melanie says, my hair hates Monat nowadays. The oil in it is too much. Maybe that's right. That was the oil in it. Yeah. You should make and sell those shelves. Could sell for a couple $100. Thank you. I know it was really fun to make them. And what I did was I just had some regular, I believe that this was just pine. And I just took some black stained it, and then wiped it off so you could kind of see the wood grain coming through. And of course, I sized it because it was customized for those particular jars. I know it would be fun to make them, but the only thing that I feel like would be kind of tricky is to ship it. Like if somebody ordered it and, I had to ship it, man, the shipping costs would be kind of wild, and then boxing it up would be kind of crazy. So that's kind of hindered me in a lot of ways. And then, of course, depending on what spices they have, what size it would be, I don't know. If somebody really wanted one, I would definitely be into making it. It's fun. It was fun to make. How do you get to the top shelf? So we have a step stool, just like a little pop down step stool, and we'll use that to get up top. And the ones that we have up here, those are the ones that we don't use as much. So, we're not having to, the ones that we use the most are on the bottom ones, so we can just walk up and grab them. But yeah, definitely. Diamond Girl says that Spice Rack's beautiful. Thank you. I want one. Maybe teach people how to make that. I have a on my YouTube channel, Raw Natty Nate, and I show how I made the Spice Rack. There's some of the footage in there is time lapse. I feel like most of it is time lapse, but I do have a video in there showing how I made it. And this one in particular, I did put the sizes of where I was cutting the boards and stuff. So I tried to make it as detailed as I could. But yeah, there's a video if you wanted to check it out. You can go to the YouTube. I know, yeah, plus all the spices. I know there's got to be there's hundreds of dollars worth of spices there for sure. Approximately when do you guys do the raw bundle? The raw bundle is coming up in May. It'll be May 1st. The raw bundle is launching. So yeah, we're getting prepared for that one. Lissa's got a new product that she's making for that one. It's going to be amazing. And I've got a new book that I'm creating for that one as well. Super, super excited to share that one. Sprouted Breads and Spreads, it's called. So that's going to be in the raw bundle. So the raw bundle will be May 1st. That one launches. What time tomorrow? So tomorrow we're going to be doing here 9 a.m. PST. And if you want to check out who's going live with who and what time, go to the link in my bio. You can tap right up here on my name, bam, where it says Green Apple Detox Smoothie. That'll lead you to my front page. And there's one link on the front page that leads you right to the website for the bundle. And then you can go up to the upper right-hand corner on the web page. It says live schedule, live events, and you can tap on that and you can see who's going live with who and at what time. But I will be going live every single day for the next what are we here? Day 3, so 7 more days. 9 a.m. PST, and we're going to be making a different smoothie from the book, The Smoothie Solution. And yeah, we'll be sharing that. And Melanie says here, what does blooming rice mean? That's a great question. So what blooming rice is you can't really bloom all rice. But this rice in particular, let's see if I can get maybe like a little bit of the sun coming through. There we go. So you can see, like, you know, it's kind of just the color is leaching from the rice itself. We rinse and drain. So this is a special rice. It is black forbidden rice. And that is pretty much one of the only ones that you can actually bloom, meaning that when you soak it, right, and we soak this for a few days, and it actually starts to, you can't really see in there, maybe slightly, you can kind of see some of those that are a little lighter in color. They're not so dark. They actually like have you ever had like a lobster, right? Lobster tail? Like when they cook it, it pops open. This is maybe a horrible analogy, but it kind of reminds me of that. Like the rice itself just like pops open, and that's where it's blooming, right? It's you're like sprouting it in a sense, and it makes it to where, you know, it's still raw because you're just soaking it in water, but it's softer to chew. You're not chewing on raw rice, right? So it's black forbidden rice, and the company that we use, it's kind of spendy, and some people have had some issues with blooming it, but here is the package. It's from Lotus Foods, right? So, and one thing kind of bums me out about the company is they don't put this in a Ziploc. So once you open it, it's open. But you know, you can just use a rubber band or put it in a jar or something, and you just bloom like a cup at a time. So it's black rice. Of course, you could, you know, cook it for sure, but it's cool because that's a way to keep it raw, is to soak it and bloom it. So that's what that means, blooming rice. Let's see in here. Yeah, I'm new to raw and here to learn as much as possible. Oh, that's so cool, Melanie. You know, like, hey, what up, Marco? So yeah, if you're new, of course, you know, definitely check out the raw bundle that'll be coming up soon. But go up here, tap the link in my bio. How many is there 25 different things that are raw? So in this bundle, there's 25 different things, Melanie, that are raw in this bundle. And I believe there's like 83 different products, items in here. So out of those 83, 23 of them, or 25 of them are raw. So that's definitely a huge leg up if you're really trying to add more raw and you don't necessarily know what to make or what to do. You know, grab this bundle. Lisa and I have 8 different products in here. We've got our travel book. She's got her meal plan 3. There's the burger book. She also has, is the raw in the winter in there? No.
Make it raw 3.
Make it raw 3. That's a really cool one. What is it? Meal plan 3.
Holiday menu 3.
The holiday menu. The holiday menu is cool. Holiday menu 3 she has in there. The holiday menu is cool because it's time stamped. So if you make everything according to the timestamp, then the meal is ready for, you know, the holiday. Yes. So yeah.
And our class where we make all the
right.
meals.
The prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we also have our food prep class in there, which what we did was we have a school community. Got something on my eye. We've got a school community, and we went live in the community because we'll do live classes, you know, several classes throughout the month, and teach, you know, how we make things and how we prepare. And the thing that we put in this bundle was the class that we did to prepare the entire day's worth of food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for both Liz and I. And it takes about an hour in the morning, you know. So really, when you're into prepping, you can make the smoothies, boom, and you start drinking your smoothie, which I should get back to drinking my smoothie. And then once your smoothie's done, then you start chopping up your stuff for your lunch and your dinner, and then you make the dressings, right? It's so cool. So anyways, we have that in the bundle as well. And look at this separation. I got to give this to Lisa. Hey, babe, I got your smoothie over here.
Okay.
We'll have to give her a stir up. So yeah, there's a lot of really, really cool things that you can tap into in this bundle. And here, let me, I'll turn my camera around here real quick and I can show you guys what is actually in the bundle. I'll open up my file and show you what is in here, because there's a lot of stuff. So much stuff. Okay, let me see. I'll turn this around here. All right, so here we got, this is everything that I've downloaded. You see, and I just have it in this file, in this folder. This is everything you get in the bundle. All of these books, and then there's courses, there's conferences. I know Chef AJ has a couple conference, or one. I know she's definitely got one in there. There's so many things. I haven't gone through everything just yet. I do like to peek into everything. But what I'll do is I will take these and I will highlight them and put them into a different folder, the ones that I really want to check out. So yeah, these are all the things in this bundle for this year. All kinds of amazing things. And if you want to check out in like a little bit greater detail of what's in there, tap the link in my bio and go to the webpage, and you can kind of, peek through what is actually in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of things. And what's cool is there's something for everybody. And if you're new to raw, it's a great way to go to, tap in to add more raw. But of course, there's a lot of, everything's vegan, and there's a lot of really great content in there that'll really help you on this path of trying to add more raw to your life. So yeah, that's that there. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I am going to hop off here unless you guys have any more questions. And tomorrow, like I said, we'll do a smoothie that requires some hemp milk. You don't have to use the nut milks or the seed milks in these smoothies. It adds a little bit of something. And I do like to make some milks sometimes, but when I do, I'm only making enough really to use for that particular recipe. I don't really like to have the milk sitting in the fridge for too long. Of course you can, it'll last for a little while, especially if you seal it under vacuum, which we can kind of go over all that stuff tomorrow and show you how we do that. But yes, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Cheers. Make sure you stay hydrated. Drink some water today. Say some affirmations to yourself. That's another really cool thing that Lissa has in this bundle is her affirmation course. A really great affirmation mindset course. What is it called, babe? It's called Affirm.
Align and Awaken.
Align and Awaken. I should know this by heart. Align and Awaken. It is a month-long course, and what she has is a guided meditation, one for each and every day of the month, and then also you are saying 100 affirmations in each one of those for each one of those days. So at the end of the month, you have said 3,000 affirmations, right? So that's really like a great way to help reprogram yourself in a lot of ways. And what we'll do is we will put it on when we're going to sleep, do the meditation, and fall asleep to the affirmations. And I'll just put it on YouTube and I'll play it on a loop. So it's just all night long. And it's cool because in the middle of the night you might wake up for a minute and then, I hear her voice and it's just so soothing and I just, I fall back asleep. So it's a really cool one to check out too. But that's inside the bundle as well. So yeah, be sure to go check it out. And at least check out the lives. I mean, it's a huge event. I mean, in a way, like I picture, the $49 is really worth it just to be able to have, if we were charging for all the lives, because there's so many lives going on, so many people talking about all kinds of things, their stories, their products, how they manage their life and how they go about their day and their mindset. All these things, we can all help each other in so many ways. I should be waving to you guys here. I'm going to give you guys waves, whoever's in here still. It's good to see you guys hopping in. Northern Dasher, I see you hopping in here. I'm going to hop off, but it was great to see you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same channel, right here. Love you guys.